Alright, what's up guys? We're back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Amazon exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. Arctic Mission? Arctic Mission. Storm Shadow. I am stumbling upon my words. So this guy is an Amazon exclusive. I did not know that initially. I ordered him off of Mercari for $40-some, and so far I've liked Mercari, but this was a little bit shadier. And it's because he has two right feet, man. And in the picture, he definitely did not have two right feet. So I got done dirty there. I'm guessing this guy was selling multiples and used one photo for each, and totally was aware this guy had two of the same feet. But it's whatever, you know, all good, still cool, looks great. But let's take a look at the box and talk about this figure. So here we get some cool packaging, some very retro, snowy feel to this. Really, the light blue and this pink really is just badass. Gives me some retro vibes, and really, for some reason, gives me kind of a winter feel. I like it. And I like this side art too, him with this golden bow. That looks very beautiful. Sorry if you hear my fridge beeping. On the back here, you get a nice poster type image that you see on all the boxes with all the characters we've gotten so far, except for these guys. On the bottom, you get the barcode. On the side, you get his weird attributes that you can do some stuff online with. I don't know much about that. I don't really care. Cobra symbol, blah, 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 number 14. Let's take a look at his accessories. We're killing a few birds with one stone here. You can see he holds the one arrow he comes with very nicely. One of my biggest complaints with these accessories, they're all really nice, but for whatever reason, this arrow doesn't match the rest of his arrows. I don't know why you wouldn't just do an all black piece of plastic here and paint the little things, these little wings, whatever they are. I don't remember what they're called. I have not shot a bow in so many years, but I don't know why you wouldn't paint those gold. Maybe you're trying to avoid paint rubbing of some sort, but I feel like the all black plastic would solve that problem, because the end piece of this arrow fits right between his two fingers there. You can probably hear an ATV going by. That is because I live in redneck country. So yeah, kind of a weird inconsistency there, but overall it's cool that he holds the arrow. You can get him to hold it in cool poses and stuff. The bow looks great. He holds it very well, and you can see they have very nice, it has nice sculpt work here. A little bit of gold there, but very nice sculpting work. I love this gold color, very consistent with his outfit, so that is cool. It's a bit darker though than this gold, it seems, but it looks really good, and I love that. On the back here, you can unpeg this, and obviously you can unpeg this pack of arrows. These fall off very easy, so be careful there because they're kind of heavy. But this looks beautiful. Again, really nice gold colors here that are really consistent. And then just some more sculpting here. You can see black going down. These are definitely meant to be the arrows going all the way down. So really this arrow should have been black. And I like this little logo here, so very cool. The aesthetic that it has when he wears it just looks wonderful. I love how that looks. So then you can peg that on, obviously, to the back of his arrows, or you can just peg it onto his back. And this is just a flat white color, very nice sculpting. You slide it out. It's a pretty short sword. Looks good. Would have been cool to have some gold right there on that part of his blade. But he holds it really well, you know. These hands are very stiff, so be careful. But he holds it well, and you can get him into some two-handed poses, I believe. It's just kind of difficult to get some of these items in and out of his hands because they're really, really stiff, but that's fine. I'm cool with that. But yeah, you can get him in great two-handed poses because he has the butterfly joints. So those are some of his accessories. Let's take a look at the rest. And then Storm Shadow comes with this little tomahawk kind of thing. It's obviously not a tomahawk, not even close. It is some kind of like ice pick, maybe? I don't know. It's some kind of weapon, but he holds it well, and that is what is important, baby. That is what matters. That looks beautiful. I really like that. And then he comes with a little grappling hook, which I don't know if you can like hook it onto anything really. And you can kind of hook it onto his belt, I guess. I had done that earlier, but it's, I don't know, kind of irrelevant. It is a really, really long string though. There we go. And I mean, you could maybe wrap it around his arm or something, and I don't know, have him throwing it. It really seems like more of a play feature to me. It'd be cooler if you could have it on him, but it seems like more of a play toy feature to me, and that's fine. It's a cool accessory to have, and I definitely don't mind it. It makes sense. So yeah, pretty cool accessories, but that is all of his accessories, which he actually comes with quite a lot. So I'm very happy in that department. So before we go any further, I will talk about the biggest problems this guy has. I'll just get these right out of the gate, right off the bat here. First problem is the hood. All right, so the hood has a tendency to stick way off of his head. All right, it'll sit very awkward. I've seen a lot of people just take it off. I thought, fuck that. Storm Shadow is completely white, man. He is an all-white outfit, and I kind of want to keep that consistent with him, you know? So what I did was I just super glued it onto the top of his head, and it's really flat on there now, and honestly it looks really nice. I love how this looks. So I'm sorry if you want to see the details on the top of his head. I don't really give a shit. It looks good to me. I like how this looks. It is removable otherwise, but I'm not going to be taking it off. I like this look personally. So, I mean, aside from that, you can see he has nice sculpting work on the face, nice, like, speckling on his eyes. That's how they got the paint on there. Looks really good. And he has the brown eyes, matches the packaging, so that's beautiful. Other problem is his ab joint is really loose. Yeah, he just kind of goes back and forth, and it's just kind of floppy. And then there is no piece of articulation below the knee. There's no rotation. So what the hell, man? That's kind of a problem when you want to get him in some really cool poses. That is problematic. So those are really my only complaints with him. Otherwise, it's just kind of little clumsy problems here and there, just little, you know, just dumb problems like this. I mean, for the most part, it is like tight. Like if you get him in a pose, I guess he stays kind of forward, but there's just some wiggle room in there that kind of, yeah, you know what, I'm lying. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. So aside from those problems, he is pretty cool. He just has a really loose torso and no articulation here. So that's really a big problem right there. Some of the pros about this guy, at least one of the main pros about this guy, obviously, articulation. All these G.I. Joe figures have beautiful articulation, man. And I'm sure this is not a consistent problem with anybody's, but I have two right feet, sadly. Two right feet, whatever. But one of the greatest things about this guy, he has that same thing that War Machine has, and who's the other figure with it? Baroness. The shoulder pads rotate with his arm. How beautiful is that? I absolutely love that. That is so great. Just a beautiful update for figures. So that's a very, very nice plus. Aside from that, he's just really beautiful looking, man. The gold colors, the armor sculpt all around, the retro feel to him is very, very cool. It sucks he's an exclusive, and it kind of is weird that he is our first introduction into the Storm Shadow character in the classified line. But it is what it is, and that's fine. It's a cool character, and I'm sure we're going to see a more classic iteration of him or an updated iteration from his video game counterpart pretty soon, just like the other characters. So, you know, hang tight. If you don't want to get this guy, you probably don't have to, but I think he's really cool, and I want to pick up as many of these G.I. Joes as I can. But overall, very nice, consistent colors. Kind of a brighter white here than most of the other pieces of armor. That's a little standout. Would have been nice if they painted these pieces, the padding here, like a brighter white, so it wasn't totally consistent. That would have been kind of pretty looking, I think, but whatever. Overall, nice sculpting work on the legs as well. All very clean paint work, aside from this little skid here. But I really like the designs. I love the gold. The gold is a really nice standout, and he doesn't have a crazy futuristic look to him, unlike his other G.I. Joe friends over there. He is pretty down-to-earth looking, and I like that. He's really badass, and he has really cool weapons. No guns, but I'm cool with that. Very, very nice weapons here. I'm not sure exactly what accessories the original came with, but this is just beautiful, man. I like the hood, too. I really like how the hood looks. The fact that I super glued it on, I do have restrictions in my articulation looking back. However, obviously, with his torso involved, you can get it to look kind of back there, but I don't think he's going to be bending his head too far back, so whatever. But overall, very nice detailing on this guy, very nice paint work, a nice white all throughout, nice gold, and just a nice figure in general. Just really has this little crappy problem. So I don't know if this is consistent with all the other figures, but it definitely is a big problem with mine. So for his articulation, his head obviously doesn't go back very far because I have the hood super glued on, but I'm sure if you had the hood off, it might go back a lot farther. I don't know. You'll have to see for yourself. But I'm sorry I did that, man. I'm sorry I did you dirty there. But I wanted this guy to look pretty, and I didn't think I'd be reviewing him, but I got some time in the week, and I was like, no, I got to review this bad boy. He's too nice. So he can look back probably pretty far. He can look forward really far. He has a very nice pivot in the neck. Even with the hood on, it's decent enough, you know. So that's all right. Overall, the hood looks pretty consistent with the outfit, so that's cool. There is obviously a rotation. The arms obviously go all the way around. Make sure you're holding this so it goes all the way around with it, his little shoulder pad. He has butterfly joints that really help him do two-handed poses on his weapons. His arms go out pretty far. They're a bit stiff here, it seems. So yeah, they kind of snap and pop, but they go out pretty far. Rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist. Has a nice vertical-like hinge on both hands here. So that's very cool. Both trigger finger kind of, but I like that look when he's holding his weapons. Has a nice ab crunch, a nice swivel and rotation right here. His legs go out very far, have the drop down joint, a rotation here, go forward and back really, really far. He does have the soft plastic on the crotch, so that's nice. Double jointed knees, no rotation below the knee sadly, an ankle pivot and a hinge. Here he is next to some other G.I. Joe classified figures, obviously next to Snake Eyes, probably the most important one you want to see him next to. They're about the exact same height. And here he is next to a larger figure from Wave 2, Gung Ho, who you can see pretty much is a beefy boy who towers both these bad boys. Okay, so this is a pretty cool figure. I totally recommend you pick him up if you have the money and the time and the patience and just the mental stability to handle the exclusives and all this craziness. He's a cool figure. He has some problems. You're definitely not missing out if you don't pick him up. You'll be totally fine waiting for the next Storm Shadow that will inevitably come out. But I do enjoy him, and I'm glad he is on my shelf, and he has some really cool accessories. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this review. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment and let me know what you think of the Storm Shadow. Are you going to pick him up, or are you just waiting? I did not wait. I do not have the patience, and I am too addicted to toys, sadly. Hopefully you have more willpower than I do. So stay tuned for more, guys, and most importantly, keep collecting. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Peace.